Om Shri Paramatmane Namah. The second question is like this. She writes, like a child, I was educated in the Christian Catholic religion. In this approach, there is fear of God and fear of sin. Could you say something about this? There are certain points about this question. One point is this, that this element of fear is not in any one particular religion only. It is found in almost all the religions, in one form or the other. In most of the religions, there is the element that, well, we should be afraid of God and we will be punished for wrong things by God, like that. This element has its own utility also. The vast majority of humanity so far on this planet of Earth has not evolved to that extent that they are able to understand the whole of the cosmic play, the play of consciousness, and the relationship between the individual and the totality. Therefore, this element of fear that there is God, some God different from you. And remember, if you do something wrong, you will be punished by Him. This element of fear has its utility. Quite a large number of people follow the path of rectitude, morality, righteousness because of the element of fear. And in this way also evolution happens by compulsion. But evolution, human evolution beyond a certain stage does not happen in fear. It happens in freedom. The true evolution, the true spiritual evolution of human beings happen when they have the choice to go left or right, and they decide themselves, I go right, not left, voluntarily, willingly, freely. Then is the real evolution. Growth and development of love in life happens in freedom, not in fear. That's the point I want to convey to you. In the beginning, there may be an element of fear towards God, but ultimately God is not found because of fear, or God is found because of love. When the relationship happens between the seeker and the divine and God, that of love, then God is happy. But this element of fear remains in the consciousness or subconscious for a very long time. But so far there is fear, there is no love. There is no blossoming of the flower of heart into love. It's not. In human relationship also, so far the element of fear rules the relationship, the relations are never stable. The relations become stable only when the element of fear is replaced by love. It is this reason that the saints say that in fact true love happens after self-realization. And even before that, whenever there is an element of true love, the true love happens only with the spiritual guide. Because there on one side is a person who is seeking, who has not realized, but on the other side is a person who has realized. And there is love. Anyway, this I have explained that this happens in all the religions. A time must come in every religion when God, instead of remaining a big boss, should become a friend. To live with, to play with, to laugh and to talk and to walk. Perhaps this must also be one of the reasons why this great wisdom in the Bhagavad Gita became so famous and applicable to the whole world, that its giver is the dancing God, singing God, playing God, Krishna. Though he knows how to fight in the war also, he knows it, the loving God. Anyway, but that does not mean that Christ is not loving, full of love, or Muhammad is not loving, or Buddha is not loving. That's not. I am not saying about the prophets and the great men. I am saying about the religions. Real great men, all real great men in all the religions, in all the countries are always loving. And as regards this feeling of guilt, fear and self-hate, they are also there with a large number of people. This is a very important point. There are people who say that you will be punished for all the guilts, and if you have become impure, you don't deserve to be in the court of the Lord, something like that. You deserve to go to hell, something like that. Those things also have some meaning in them, but I don't want to discuss them. The valuable point for consideration is how to get rid of this feeling of guilt. For this, the theory is that our true self is always pure. It remains pure. It cannot become impure. Whenever it is realized, we come to know that we are not the doers of actions. The doership goes away. Then how all these activities happen? For that one needs the understanding how two elements are functioning in the nature. In Sanskrit or Hindi they are known as Jad and Chetan, the sentient and the insentient, the nature and spirit. Or in other words, in these days, matter and mind. When somebody comes to realize, happens to experience, oh, I am the eternal spirit, always pure. There was no connection with any activity at all. Activity was happening in the domain of nature only. All guilt, all self-hate goes away. One of the greatest saints, Tulsidas, one of the greatest saints in human history, says in Hindi, प्रेम भक्ति बिन रघुराई अभ्यंतर मल कबहु न जाई. Without love and devotion for God, that inner dirt never goes away. the inner dirt, dust. He says, without the water of love and devotion, this dirt does not go away. Without that water of love and devotion for God, this inner dirt is not washed away. You wash through water. As you wash the clothes with water, in the same way, this dirty inner, your self or inner subconscious is not washed away without love and devotion. This is the meaning. Because personality becomes nil in love, and personality is the evil. So far personality exists, some evil exists. And total annihilation of personality happens only in love. You are not then there when real happens. Only love remains, and love and bliss and God are one. This inner feeling of guilt and all these elements like self-hate, etc., fear, all these things get decreased not so much by self-effort as by prayer. Prayer, as Saint Augustine did. Oh Lord, I am so bad, so wicked, so fallen, so immoral. Yet you have done miracle with me, singing his songs. And other saints also, great saints. They are, in all the countries, great saints have been there. The great saint of Assisi, for example. Like that, there have been always. Then if at all some feeling remains, it remains, I am nothing but the dust under the feet of all the people in the world. I am nothing. Ego goes away. And when ego goes away, there remains nothing but love. Ego is the wall. It goes away. There will not remain anything, neither guilt nor fear, nor... We have no connection with them at all. Our pure state, the self, the Atman, has no connection at all. How can darkness and light be together? They can never be together. When light happens, when one comes to know, I am the part of the infinite and eternal light, God, divine, full of love, I am His part. There is no place for all these petty things. Hate, guilt, bad things, nothing.